go live.
How about now?
You wouldn't go live.
I wouldn't.
You
What do you
wouldn't
mean?
download it
What do
going
you
live.
mean? What do you mean?
I don't, dude. I just kind of don't think you have it in you to go
You
live.
don't think I have it in me?
Yeah, to go.
I've
Yeah,
gone live
honestly,
for like 15 seconds now.
yeah, that's not true.
That's true.
Oh, what is up, gamers, miners, dwarves, quartermasters, navigators, boatswains, carpenters, master gunners, mates, able-bodied sailors, riggers, cabin boys, powder monkeys, and swabbies? You are tuned in to the GSG Thursday Dev Stream. It's Thursday, August 22nd. 2024 is the year, and it is a beautiful day to play Deep Rock Galactic. If you are tuned in on Twitch or on YouTube, you are listening to the voice of GSG Aaron, Marketing Manager. Today I am joined by GSG Mark, aka Salami Slim, and GSG Jacob, aka the Human PlayStation, and we are ready to get our game on.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Nothing from
Beautiful
Jacob.
intro, Aaron.
What?
Yeah, thank you, Mark.
I'm dancing. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. As Serdi asks, when is the new office tour? We should do an office tour of some sort of kind. Currently, we're waiting for a lot of new furniture to come in.
Yeah.
I think. What was it? Yesterday we got a ton of new tables for our lounge area. So now it's looking like a proper cantina almost. And what else? We got curtains set up. We've got a new bar area thing with like bar stools and a tall table. And yeah, it's starting to come together. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like Mark says, we have plenty of places to sit down now. We want to do an office tour as well. Mostly just waiting for there to be like it to look cool, because like the space is really cool. The building that we occupy is very nice. But if we're gonna put the effort into like, hey everyone, here's our crib. I feel like we want to get a little decorations up, hang some things on the wall, get some furniture, make it look nice. It's sort of like the timing of when you throw a housewarming party. Like if you throw a housewarming party the weekend after you move in and it's just like cardboard boxes and 2 chairs, then I feel like it's too early. But give it a little time to settle in. Also, the first few days we didn't have internet the first day, but we're getting there. For example, Mark and I lifted a container of plants the other day. That's progress, baby.
And
We're settled in. Mark, what's on your wish list for things you want to see in the office?
I really want a ping pong table personally, but I don't. I'm losing hope for that thing. I also want some more artwork, like some deep rock. I would love to see lots of like deep rock artwork, both fan made and stuff made from our talented artists. Like imagine having all these walls just decorated with sick concept art. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I feel like we've had so much sick fan art over the past few years. Getting those printed out and framed would be pretty sick. And then we could send people a picture and be like, "Hey, your amazing art is up on our walls, and we love it."
And a little plaque with credits and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like at an art museum where it says the medium and the artist and a brief statement.
The amount of upvotes.
How many upvotes it has is
quantify everything.
Yeah, so you can decide how good something is.
Yeah, and then as Serdi points out, the old office was very small. So now we have so much space, and I think it's super cool. Also, us peeps in the marketing department, in the previous office, we were sitting in the garage. But now we've moved upstairs to the big boys.
To the big boys, what?
So now in the production area with all the rest, and I think it's a cool atmosphere to work in personally.
Yeah, no, it rocks. Also, it's slightly more like well ventilated, just a better vibe up here, better view, more sunlight. Baby, we're rocking and stoning. Let's see, we got a question. Okay, Juice Man says, any Rogue Core updates? Let's see here. We've got, where are we working on now? We're currently we want to, I think that the plan is to ramp up, posting more on a daily basis. Mark's been Mark had a good initiative getting like a folder set up where we've just been like collecting gameplay footage and stuff from different the art department and the programmers and all that stuff. So we'll hopefully be able to post some more like behind the scenes things. Otherwise, right now the big focus of Rogue Core is enemies, also bug fixing. I guess me as a guy with a perfectly smooth brain, my understanding is you make a bunch of progress and then the progress comes with a bunch of bugs. So then you stop and you fix a bunch of bugs. So right now we're at the place where we're fixing a bunch of bugs. Nambringer in Twitch says, hello from New Zealand time zone. What's up, Nambringer? How you doing? What time is it over in, should I say Kia ora to you, friend? What time is it in the, what do they call New Zealand? It's not the Emerald Isle, that's Ireland. Do they have a name like that? Anyway, Nambringer, if you hear me, let me know what New Zealand's island slogan is. Mark, does Denmark have one?
An island slogan?
Yeah, or like a slogan. Is it like the
For what?
I don't know. Ireland's got the Emerald Isle. Do they have like a?
That's a good question.
Something like that.
I don't think so. Is Mark's audio on the quiet side for anyone else? I don't know. You guys tell me. Soldado says Mark is a-okay for me. Okay.
You're okay,
Otherwise, let
Mark.
me know.
Mark, you're okay. You're a-okay
You're
for me
fine,
every
Mark.
day.
Alright, thanks guys. I can always count on you.
You're perfect to me every day.
What kind of game will Rogue Core be? It's gonna be a first-person co-op roguelike shooter thing.
I mean, I guess if you're asking like what it's going to be like compared to Deep Rock Galactic, I think I should say for one, it's still a point where it's the game is taking shape, so there's still plenty of room for it to change. But right now, I think some things that feel more certainly in place is that the tone of it is going to be a little more serious. Not like we're trying to do like a fucking Punisher vibe or something like that, but mostly just that it's going to be a little less like woohoo, we're goofing in the caves, and more like you are in a real dangerous place full of evils. But that said, this would be a lot of fun, a room for goofing around, and that we as devs can exercise a sense of humor through the game and all that. So I would say a little darker in tone, a little sort of more intense. I think also the gameplay, at least right now, is shaping up to be a little more fast-paced. Like I think Deep Rock Galactic, it has more room for has more room for goofing around or kind of just like meandering around the caves, and I think Rogue Core, at least right now, is headed in a direction where it's going to be a little more like you're in the run, you stay on your toes.
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see the creatures people here at Ghost Ship have been working on lately.
Yeah,
because those guys are looking creepy as hell.
Soldado says, hey devs, when will we see Haxus 1? Dude, that's like asking Maroon 5 when they're gonna play songs from Maroon 4, 3, 2. Alright, listen, listen, Mark, sometimes in life, man, you just gotta pick the first thing and run with it. Anyway, we'll call that question perfectly answered.
If you guys in chat disagree, plop down on 1, and I'll ask Aaron to repeat it again, because I can see how that was unclear. I'm having an issue with this guy does not want to connect.
What? The pipeline?
This power cable? Oh, never mind. I figured it out. I also just realized I forgot to set up the other power line. So if
that's fine, Mark. Hey,
drop pots, but we.
I for one, as your colleague in the mines, I would hate to see you stressed out, man. So you work at your pace, and I think that it's important to remember that we value you for your talents, no matter what you bring into the table. Whether you're digging or exploring or building a worse pipeline than I thought was really possible for a grown adult to build.
Mark.
I love all of it, Mark, and I value it, and I understand it's part of who you are.
Oh shit! Question: when is Project Dwarrow going to be released? Asked by Xavier on YouTube. Xavier, Project Dwarrow was originally like the initial concept for Deep Rock Galactic, so in a sense you could say that a lot of the ideas from Project Dwarrow evolved into what you know as Deep Rock Galactic. today, so it will probably never get released. Also,
That-
it was from a former studio.
It will
I
never
don't
get
real
released.
connection
It's not a
between-
game at this point.
It's just an idea. Today seems to be the Mark appreciation stream.
Mark, I think
like
every
the idea of that.
And that's basically because every other stream isn't. So
Not if I can help
felt
it.
it was time to like give him some spotlight.
I did see someone over on. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I started uploading all of the content that usually lives on TikTok over to YouTube Shorts. And I did see someone write something along the lines of the guy who creates the TikToks should be on the dev stream.
They're gonna flip out when they realize what's going on.
And someone actually pointed out that I am on the dev stream. So I don't know.
Were all of those people you, Mark?
Who's wrote that in the comments?
Yeah.
No.
Mark astroturfing his popularity.
I mean, it's fair. I think a like is still a like, even if it's like from your mom or your old account. It's fair game.
Will there ever be a point where Deep Rock will stop getting big content updates, like new missions? Well, at the moment we're not planning anything Deep Rock related until after Rogue Core is out, so it's kind of hard to say.
I mean, in an extremely general point, like, are we gonna keep developing Deep Rock till you're 80 years old? I don't know if any game's been developed that long, but yeah, like Mark says, I mean, it's right now it's Rogue Core's on the menu, and once we kind of get that going, then we'll take a look at like what we can do, or where we're at DRG wise. Oh, all right, you know what? Maybe I just won't blow that up with the C4 anyway.
Still waiting for the DRG movie? That'd be sick. I would love. We've talked about this previously, but I would personally love like an animated Deep Rock series. More like a sketch type show, similar to The Office, I guess. I think that'd be cool. Or like a day in the life of a Deep Rock Galactic.
So instead of the office, would be the rig.
Yes. Oh, that'd be fun. With the occasional sketch in the caves.
Should it be like the US The Office or the UK The Office?
Isn't like I mean, not that I'm like love the Office guy, but doesn't everyone agree that the US one's better? Devs, when is the DRG romance anime coming out again? That's tomorrow, but we're only sending a copy to one lucky fair.
You promised me a copy.
Streaming exclusively for one person.
Yep, there's like the Wu-Tang album that did that.
Oh yeah.
And
I
then
don't feel like I have not been collecting enough Nitra this time around. But to be completely transparent with you guys, I also didn't notice any, and I'm out of flares. So how do you guys feel about that?
I feel fine, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, that's because there's another scout carrying you.
Oh, I didn't even notice we were two. Perfect.
Me neither.
So I don't have to. I don't have to.
You just flare.
I don't have to scout.
Where's the drill hitter? Okay, it's over there.
Where's it? Okay, come.
Let's see. Got a question from It's Willow. They say, question: will modding support stay in the game, or are there plans to remove it? Yeah, we may as well take that time to address. We've had a lot of questions about modding stuff. Long story short, there's just a lot of people are frustrated with where mod support is at, which is totally fair. And it's a point where it's not in an optimal place, and that it's the system we have needs work. We don't know what the better system looks like yet, but we're definitely aware of it. I see a lot of people have been like frustrated with it on Reddit, which is totally fair. Like, I know that a ton of people sink a ton of time into modding, so I get how it's really frustrating when something that, you know, both as a creative outlet and a community is not working the way you want it to. So totally get the frustration, and we are well aware that it needs work. So it's on our to-do list of things to do. We've got some meetings set up next week to just talk about what the solution looks like. So I don't know what it's going to look like or what we're going to do about it exactly, because we're in the we know that it needs to be fixed, but we're not at the we know what to do phase yet. So somewhere in between. I get the frustration about it, but right now, I mean, I at least can say personally, it'd be a big shame if like it ever got removed, especially for how much it brings to the game. So that's not like the. I don't think that would be the good solution.
JT Lawson asks, hope you guys are having a good night. I just started playing Deep Rock like 2 months ago and I'm fully addicted. Over 200 hours and already thinking of a Rock and Stone tattoo. Oh, that's sick.
That's nuts. That's
if
a
you end
lot
up getting one, don't forget to send a picture.
I would also say, just as somebody who likes tattoos, like, first of all, super flattered that you want to get tattoos. Wait a little bit. Like, maybe spend some time sketching a DRG tattoo, like what you think would be cool, and then save it on your phone. And then if in, like a few months it still seems cool, then go back to it. But, that tattoo will be there. So give it a little time, even though we're very flattered that you're considering it. That's awesome.
This SC Peach over on Twitch asks, will the game start being balanced around Hazard 5 instead of 4 at some point? Despite that 4 is played more, of course. No. See, yeah, that's the whole thing. We don't want to balance the game around a small amount of our player base. And you'd actually be surprised by the percentile that's playing Hazard 5.
Also, the percentile playing Hazard 4, because that's not the major.
Yeah, the most popular one is 3.
Yeah. Which, speaking of somebody who mostly... Oh, Corestone. Sheesh. Should we go do it?
Yeah. Wait, where? Oh, by Fifth. How does Fifth always manage to sneak into our game?
I believe that they're friends with Jacob.
That or they're just ready, I think.
Or they're just ready.
Yeah. You can join
one of the
profile.
two.
Yeah.
Fifth, where are you from, by the way? Now I'm curious if you are up like very early in the morning just to play Deep Rock with us.
Maybe it's Beyond.
Maybe it's
Beyond in disguise.
But yeah, I mean, it's a question of like balanced around Has 5. I mean, I think it's hard to not answer the question, because like obviously when we update the game or implement something new, you want to make sure that it works at all Has levels, and we internally and with our testing community, we do make sure, like, if something completely doesn't make sense and Has 5 or something, then that's an issue. But to say something's like balanced around it, that kind of hard to say what is objectively balanced or not. I mean, it's certainly not ignored, but like Mark said, I mean, percentage-wise, I was also surprised at, like, I think it's single digits percentage of the player base are on Has 5, which, as somebody who plays mostly like 4 and 5, I would have expected more. But it's also makes sense to just as as a business model, like, it also makes sense to pay attention to where a lot of the people playing the game are at.
Let's ask Mike next time he walks past our desk.
No, there is that statistics document. I think last time I checked it, I want to say it was like 7 or 8%. Don't hang me up on it, but for an average mission, it depends on the mission type, but it's somewhere between like, hovering around 10% for the mission type. So again, percentage-wise, like, not a lot, which isn't to say like, all right, well, tough luck Has 5 guys, because I also like Has 5 and I appreciate the challenge, but you do also have to think of, well, if everyone's at Has 3 or 4, you also have to make sure that one's fun to play as well. Potato Summoner says, what do you think of animation canceling when depositing and mining? I don't know. I mean, fine. If that's how it's fun for you to play, cool. Go for it. I mean, it's a PvE game, so if I don't think anyone here is like mad that people are animation canceling. It's certainly not the first game where it's present. I mean, yes, we're the first game to make animation canceling pleasant. No, but like, hey, if that's how you want to play, go and knock yourself out.
Does anyone in chat recall Q mining? I still do it.
What is Q mining, Mark?
Even though it doesn't work anymore. So at one point you could, if you timed your your pickaxe swings and press and cancel the animation with Q,
Yep.
you could actually mine faster.
Oh, I remember my brother doing that. That seems really like... It seems like you get carpal tunnel pretty easy from that.
Yeah.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, seen some comments on the core stone cheesing, like with Gunner and the shield stuff. I think it kind of, we're aware of it. I think it kind of depends on which specific cheese it's talking about. Some, like, if it's just Gunner having a zipline and that making you hard to get, that seems fair. Like, then it allows the zipline to shine. And Lord, don't we know that sweet little zipline needs some love sometimes. Fair enough for that to have a specific utility for that. But if it's a thing of, like, I don't know, I've seen some videos where you, like, put a shield on the core stone and then mine it, and then it just kind of skips the event entirely, that one feels more like a game mechanic exploit. So I think that's more likely to get on the fixing block if it's not already fixed. I see Dark Elf is raiding with a party of 30. Well, normally you know our elf policy, but Dark Elf, welcome. All viewers are welcome on Twitch and on YouTube.
It's never too late to regret being an elf.
Welcome to the weekly dev stream.
If you're just tuning in, you are listening to the sweet, sweet sounds of GSG Aaron. That's me, GSG Mark. He sounds like this.
Hello,
Mark, make a note.
my name is Mark.
Yeah, that's right, baby. And then GSG Jacob.
No.
Jacob recently had a stroke while watching Pingu, so we've woken him up, and he can do his work, but he can only do Newt. So we're working on it.
No.
I can't find the drill radar, guys. I'm sorry.
It's
What?
right here, Mark.
Dude, if only you had
stream?
like a button you could press that could pull up an entire map
Maybe
that
put
gave
up
all
a
the
flare so
objectives.
it's lit and everything.
Wirblewind at YouTube saying zipline strat finally confirmed as intended, thank God. Discussions around it was obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, it's not. This is me as Aaron, a guy who sure works at Ghost Ship, also just an individual who plays Deep Rock Galactic. That one just feels fair to me because it's, the zipline puts you up above the ground. You could say that you could cheese Dreadnought fights the same way. So, it would be weird to just suddenly start.
Starting it.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
But I lost my train of thought. Anyway, Ethan Daly over on YouTube says, "Morning, you lovely bunch of friggin' goose." What's up, Ethan? Glad you're joining us. Ethan and the rest of the chat, I want to know, what did you have for lunch? It's lunch. It's lunchtime, baby. I don't care if it's lunchtime where you're at, but it's time to talk about lunch. Let me know what you ate. Let me know what you were chomping on. Ah, I got yanked.
Yep. Stink channel here. Do either of you all know when the glyphid queen hatchling / spider alarm and the sucking plant were removed from the game's files? I'm interested in trying to mod them back into the game, but I haven't been able to find them in any old manifests. Oh no, that would not be a question we're able to answer, unfortunately. Because we don't know. I do know that Axel was the one who originally programmed the sucking plant while it was in development, so maybe, I don't know if he can jump into Discord and shed some light on the
Mark,
the
when I
mysterious
ask,
disappearance.
and you're not allowed to own me with any joke answers, what's the sucking plant?
I can't remember the concept of it. I think, and don't quote me on this because I might be wrong, but I think it was able to like suck a dwarf in, and then you would get teleported out through another plant or something.
Go on, Mark.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. But it's kind of a joke internally here at the office, because it used to be on the, we use like a whiteboard with stuff where we note things down, and for stuff that doesn't make it into an update, we like put it on a backlog. That was for a long while still visible on the whiteboard. And the sucking plant was one of those things that was just stayed on the whiteboard for an eternity. It just kept getting down prioritized because we wanted to do other cool stuff instead. And I don't know if it's still there, but I know that Axel sometimes sneaks it on to the whiteboard.
LOL_swear word on YouTube says, guys, I just started playing since 2 months and now I cannot stop playing. I asked to doctor why I should do, and he told me that if you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home. Wow, I for one am glad to see that us training, opening a medical school has finally begun to pay dividends. High Voltages says, would you ever add the ability to add our own modifiers to missions, like a custom mission, maybe even multiple times, like 3 haunted caves at the same time? I mean, that is an obvious case for just like that's where mods come in, which again, back to what we were saying earlier, makes the case for why mods are really important, and also why it's pretty fair to want a better solution in place for that. So yeah, that's not something we do internally, but it can be done.
I've never seen this room before. This Morkai room. Geo room. It's so
Really?
sick. I like it. It's so small and with these small pockets.
It's
It's
always
kinda cool.
small with small pockets.
I've only been in larger rooms than this.
What?
I don't know about you guys. I don't know a thing about small pockets. Chicka chicka chow. Intrafacial86 says, Questione, this is on YouTube, by the way, would y'all consider reworking the Morkite Well deep dive secondary? It feels so underwhelming, and I think it would be cooler if it had some sort of dedicated defense or maintenance sequence. Yeah, I mean, like, I totally see the point for it. I don't think it's something that's high on the list priority. It is, after all, like a side objective, so, you know, we're not talking showstoppers here.
Alexander over on Twitch asks, of the mods you've seen, which ones are you the most impressed with? That's a good question. There's so many good ones. I think my personal favorite, or the ones that like I was like, whoa, this is insane, was the one that the one mission randomizer, mission control. What's it called? MCR?
I think it's a massive
Mission
content
content?
revise at this point. It changed the name.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Massive
well, that one.
content revision.
Yeah, and that was not only because of all the like mission related stuff it adds, it's also because of all the stuff it's done to the space rig, which was super fun to explore.
Because you love playing 100 ACORG missions.
Yep. Mission content revised. Yeah, exactly. It just boggles my mind that he's managed to like pull all of those things together and actually make it work. And I think a big part of his mod is also like optimizing the game for lower end PCs. I don't know how big of a difference it does nowadays, because I know we did a lot of optimizations for season 5 too. But I remember back when I first tried it, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he's even like managed to do these things.
Come on, mule.
Tichu over at YouTube says, question, do you think we could eventually have the ability to customize and maintain the space rig in our own way? I don't think that's likely in Deep Rock Galactic. Maybe in one day. Who wrote DRG with the shard defector? That's nice. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen in Deep Rock Galactic. In Rogue Core, but please don't hang me up on that. Mostly just to say that would be like new project type of material. I don't think that would be something that we would decide to do. I think also because from like a programming perspective, allowing people to do that also then would require going in and looking at all the code that makes the space rig like work and not crash. And so if we introduced a ton of different modules where you could change the space and the volume and the way that it loads and works and intersects with the player, especially when that's like tampering with some of the most like old foundational code in the game, would set ourselves up for a big old headache. So kind of unlikely to happen for Deep Rock Galactic, sorry to say.
I think it would be super cool to be able to decorate your own habitation area though.
Yeah, or like maybe even the way that they do it in Helldivers, where they have like the upgrades and then it puts on your ship. Although in the I was gonna say like there's part of it where then I feel like, oh man, I want to be in my ship because it's cooler, and there's something kind of fun about, or just like equalizing about just being like, yep, here's a space rig. Also just like lore wise that it's always that map. I can see it. So I don't know. It's a cool idea, but to be to keep it a buck with you, I don't really know if that would be like a totally up there. Where are we at? Some other questions went up there. Oh, Kinetic Robot a while back on YouTube says, question, are there any plans to fix the voice lines? Are there any plans to fix voice lines, such as Molly could need an upgrade to Molly could use an upgrade, which is technically more correct? No. I think also applying grammar rules to dwarves who live in space doing manual labor is almost anti-lore. I don't think dwarves would be that too concerned about grammatical rules. So no, sorry. Intrafacial 86 says, question, among your unreleased ideas, do you have a concept enemy that could steal minerals from Molly and has to be hunted down to get those minerals back, sort of like an aggressive hoolie hoarder? Oh, that's a cool idea. Mark or Jacob, you guys might know better than me. Is that like a mineral stealing enemy? Has that ever been on the table?
Yeah, I think it's been talked about. I don't think we wanted to do that because we might need the minerals. Like stealing from the player is not really that an interesting game design, I think.
Yeah.
Like also, I think there was someone at some point suggested that like they could steal the acorns or like a loot box could eat them. But having something that's that mission critical, taken or hidden, or like being able to like walk away and like sit in the ceiling isn't that fun of a thing. Even though it sounds good on paper.
Yeah.
The idea is super cool, no question about it. But like having to hunt down the nitro, you actually need to beat the dreadnought. Someone just accidentally activated, right? Or on an escort or something, and the minerals are just like at the other end of the cave because a thing stole it. It does have some drawbacks, I think.
Chozo over on Twitch says, not usually able to catch these streams, but just wanted to send some love your way. Y'all, the pinnacle live service game devs, I appreciate the quotes around live service game devs, fair enough. A shining example of excellence in the industry. Thanks for all that you do. Cheers from Minnesota, USA. Rock and Stone. Rock and Stone right back at you, Chozo. Hope things are going well back in my home state. And go Vikes, baby. Alexander700 has a question in Twitch. They ask, question, could you ever add modding to console? Doesn't have to be similar to PC modding, just something modders could work with. I don't know if that, I mean, I can say off the bat, I think it's unlikely. Technically, is that even it?
It's technically possible with mod.io.
Yeah, and that was actually one of the arguments for choosing mod.io back in the day.
Yeah, so if we wanted to do it, then that could be possible. Not that we would, but...
Yeah.
Shana Hinrichs' question, are you planning to add weapon charms to the games? We could have some silly charms unlocked by challenges. Would give some more stuff to do. I mean, there is, we did, was it Dingle Dice, Danger Dice? There's a new weapon skin in any case, or weapon framework, pardon me, that adds like a little dingly-dangly dice.
There's
so there
still,
is technically a framework that has
at
it.
the bar.
Oh, dude.
Who didn't get it? Who didn't get it?
Dude, nothing like the feeling of having...
Might be me, yeah.
Nothing like the feeling of having a ton of, what's it called, script built up, and then you get it, and then you get to spend it all at once. Incredible.
Nice.
Am I right? Mark, is that relatable?
Nice.
I
Mark?
rarely have scripts saved up, to be honest, but I do tend to forget to like claim my upgrades in the level thing.
Nombringer says, question, do you have any rough areas of focus for Season 6 laid out, or is it all in the air? That's all in the air, baby. We just, it's Rogue Core and Rogue Core first, and then once that's, kind of in place, then we'll think about it. At this point, it feels like, not to say it's a silly question, totally fair question. It just, like, for us, it feels like trying to think about, like, where you would move 2 apartments from now. It's just like, I don't know, once we move into the next place, then we might... Thank you, Mark. Me and Mark just had a really meaningful moment of eye contact. You couldn't see it on camera.
Did you kiss?
Yeah.
Just a little,
No.
little hold
I thought about it. Well,
yeah.
I thought about it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Kiss with our minds.
KT Lawson 93. What'd you say, Dutch? It's telepathy, Arthur. I'm practicing a new technique. I'm working on expressing myself toward others and people I appreciate. Sure, Dutch. Didn't know you're kind of into that psychic mumbo jumbo. It's not mumbo jumbo, Arthur. It's a real way of relating to spiritual energy. I'm gonna become a Reiki healer. Isn't it pronounced Reiki? Whatever, Arthur. JT Lawson 93 said, I didn't know how script worked for like a week, and let me tell you, it was satisfying as hell when I learned. Hey, I'm happy you think that way, and that also tells me you did not work as an actual miner for many years. Fun historical fact, in case you didn't know, script is the real historical term for the company credit that big mining corporations would give their employees to buy gear, clothing, and other supplies from the company store, which is commonly understood to also be a measure to keep these employees indebted to you. So no one draw any parallels toward the Deep Rock Galactic Corporation and their employee policy, but a little historic fact for your day.
Real life mining lore. Everybody say yay!
Mark, do you have any real life mining lore for us?
No. I actually do have. No, this is more of a personal lore thing. But when I was like 12, my biggest dream was to become a miner.
Really?
Yeah, mining gold and mines and stuff. And I'm not even kidding. That was like I was dead set on becoming an actual miner.
How far did you take the dream?
I ordered books around it.
Okay.
And at one point I realized how tough of a work it is.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was like, nah.
You said,
You know what? I'd rather play computer games.
I'm gonna stream.
Yeah. Well, that's a fun fact.
Hey, Mike's Magic Hole. Whee!
Let's see. It's Willow got another question about meetings for what to do about mod support. Situation with moderators. I mean, no. What situation regarding it be addressed? I mean, I think what we're going to be addressed is basically just figuring out a better system so that it's not as like I wrote in an email and that got shared around on Reddit a little bit. But as I said, I think that it makes sense to try and figure out a system that sort of has fewer I guess isn't so dependent on like a few folks to run it, so maybe something more community oriented would be cool. Like I said, all speculative at this point. And as far as like a statement released, I mean, once we have something to that we can commit to, and once we know what we're doing, we'll make that public on Steam and have a statement about there. But otherwise, until then, probably not. I mean, I think it's just going to be a situation where we'll ask you to just, we're working on it. And I get that that's kind of frustrating, because especially when it's something that you really care about and are really passionate about, that you would really like to I want to know every single day what's the latest. And I get it, but that's not the way this one's going to work, unfortunately. So we will, once we know what we're doing and have a plan in place, we will let you know. And I think that we've been pretty good in the past at listening to folks and reaching out. So I hope you'll have us have a little faith that we'll do the same here. Anisijik says, question, will there be any Space Rig expansion in Season 6? Like something with a random room with scrap and parts or something like that? Probably not. I mean, again, like we've talked about a few times here, we have, Season 6 is too far out to make any calls on. But at least right now, I know we're doing the blockouts and shaping for the Ramrod, the ship that'll sort of serve as the Space Rig in Rogue Core. So that's coming together.
If you really want a Space Rig expansion, the Space Rig expansion for the board game is actually rolling out as we speak.
Oh, smooth ass marketing, baby.
Pictures of it, so it gotta scratch a little bit of that itch, I think.
What's happening over on YouTube? You guys are just going mushroom.
Oh, I think they saw mushroom, Mark.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm proud of you guys.
Wolfsky89 says, question, has there been consideration for giving the players an infinite currency sink? Something like a slot machine to spend credits on for silly stuff, or a console to put in arrow queues to modify a single mission? That would be...
We do have one of those.
What is it the barrel hoop game?
It's the tip jar!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's an infinite money
Doesn't the
sink.
Jetty Boot game also cost something like 2 credits? Or something?
I don't know, actually.
Jukebox does, at least. I mean, if you listen to a lot of songs, that would...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we've got Lloyd the tip machine, Tipsy, pardon me, the tip machine, and Jetty Boot and the jukebox, which I think anyone would agree provide hours and hours and hours of enthralling gameplay. I, for one, can say that I've spent at least 98% of my time playing Deep Rock Galactic, just giggling with glee as I throw more and more tips into the tip machine. So, we've already got it, pal. No, but to answer your question in a more serious manner, probably not. I don't know, a slot machine. I doubt that would fly. I don't know. Sorry, pal.
I got stabbed by a... Ouch.
Mark, have you ever been stabbed in real life?
No.
Do you want to be?
It depends.
Trick question, Mark. Don't say yes.
Okay.
I'm not offering. I'm just curious. People have different tastes.
I think I'd prefer not to.
That's fair enough. Have you guys ever broken a bone?
Yes.
What
Multiple.
bone? Multiple?
Yeah.
Same one multiple times?
I broke my ankle three places when I broke it. All thinkable places my ankle could break, it broke.
That's
when
What do you?
it snapped.
that was while you worked here, right?
No,
Wasn't it?
that was that was my right foot.
Oh,
What are you doing that your
That's-
ankle's getting going through so much, dude?
I was actually on my way to the gym, and the gym was like, what, 30 meters, 20 meters away from where I lived. So I just walked there in slippers.
So I tried to jump off my balcony to it.
No. I walked there in slippers, and it had just rained.
yeah.
So when I crossed a small patch of grass, I slipped in some mud, and like my right foot slipped, and then I fell backwards down onto my left ankle.
So you took like a shortcut and that actually got you.
Yeah,
Traffic.
and it said a loud cracking noise, and it was completely displaced. So now you know.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Mark, but I also have to say it's a pretty lame way to break a bone.
Yeah, that's what they said at the hospital too.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get roasted by the doctors?
Yep.
Right.
And a fun story, when I got into the ER, I was rolled in on a bed, and this doctor comes out to me and he's like, "Hey, Mark, quick question. Would you mind if this lady over here tries putting your foot in place? She's a student and she'd love to learn."
Awesome.
And I was high on morphine and stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Sure, I'll do a bit of charity work now that I'm in this
So generous with
situation."
you, Mark.
Now that I'm
Generous.
not in a good position to say
Yeah.
no to it.
And that didn't work out. So
No?
she didn't.
This is
do
like
it
a student
correctly.
nurse or what?
Yeah. She didn't do it correctly, apparently.
Okay.
But it turns out to be a very complicated.
Did she make it worse? Or...
Fracture. I don't think she made it worse, but I had to. So first they tried once and it didn't work, and then they tried a second time and it didn't work, and then I was just, like silently rolled into a separate room.
Mortuary.
And then they left me there for like 30 minutes or like 45 minutes maybe.
I
And
thought it
then
was...
suddenly, like the door opens and in comes like, I think there were 8 people, and like a head doctor. And so they had 4 people on either side of me, and this head doctor just shouting, "Push, push, left, no, a bit more left, right, yeah, that's it, push, over here, come on, push." And then I was just lying there like, what the fuck is going on?
Are you sure you were pranked or something?
Yeah. But,
If anyone in the chat's listening and wondering why Denmark has free healthcare, it's because evidently we just kind of let anyone be a doctor.
But then it worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
But it was kind of horrifying being surrounded by 4 different, or like eight different people, and they were all just fucking pushing my leg into weird positions just to like nudge it into place.
that's got to be a crazy feeling as a doctor too, to be like, hey, can I fix your ankle? And you just plainly fuck it up. It's like, oh, my bad, man.
I felt pretty bad for her. She was also kind of sorry, I think. Have you guys seen any Nitra by any chance?
Yeah, there's some back yonder.
Yeah.
We don't have enough for a resupply.
scoot
I also didn't. Oh, maybe I just didn't grab my resupply. Ah, I see.
On the subject of broken bones, chat, we're holding a contest. Whether you're in Twitch or YouTube, type in how many bones you've broken in the course of your life, and we're gonna see who's the crunchy bone champion of the day.
Winner is the one with most broken bones, or what's?
We'll award 2 winners. Well, I think there's gonna be a lot of people who've broken 0 bones. We got the no bones broken club. I love to see that. Sir Pounce does the skull count? Yeah, I mean it's a bone. Unless your skull is not made of bone, it counts. Alright, so far the leader I see, one says 39. That almost, I don't know if that... I guess, if you're telling the truth, that's insane.
But there's like 250 bones in the body, right? So I guess
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
We've got, otherwise, okay, 13 comes in second place so far. A lot of... One person, username Human Is Broken, has broken no bones. False advertising. Reborowski says 206. That doesn't seem right. Unless you've been, I don't know, compressed into a ball or something. Is that real now? I guess people can say anything in the internet, but boy, imagine breaking 206 bones.
I'm pushing the button.
Mark, push that button, dude.
Has to be
only
your
one
own bone, right?
Hold on, might though.
Family Walrus says, my brother broke one arm 4 times. I'm gonna guess that's an older brother thing. That sounds like older brother behavior. I've broken no bones, because I'm careful. Jacob, what about you? What's your bone count? How perfect is your skeleton?
I'm assuming 0. Maybe
Assuming?
I potentially could have broken like a little toe at some point, but because it should have been a sprain, I think.
Yeah.
Doctors don't really care if it's. I think the little toe is considered pretty useless unless it's like completely. It'll fix itself probably.
Yeah, that's dude. Bones always do that.
I've definitely like banged it really hard on a lead pipe on a field once while LARPing.
You broke a bone while LARPing?
Yeah, by running
awesome.
onto the field and like just full force hitting my.
That's a really good injury.
Yeah, better than Mark's. But no one like. People were around me were yelling and like swinging swords, but they were like a foam sword, so it doesn't really.
What was your class build as a LARPer?
I can't remember. It's been like.
Anya over on Twitch
30
says,
years.
I broke both arms at the same time. That sounds like, oh my god.
That's a SpongeBob ass injury.
That's, I would hate if that happened. Like I was miserable when my foot broke. I felt so, yeah, useless. But I'm curious, how did you manage to break both of your arms at the same
Do you
time?
think it's that person from the Reddit story?
Oh no! I was about to say this sounds like a Reddit post, but I'm not gonna go there.
Which Reddit story?
Oh, Mark, you sweet summer child.
Oh no.
I can't explain further.
Okay, fair enough.
That's not.
Lazi SWFC says, question, I think deep dives need extra X challenges like the season challenges. Would you ever consider putting them in game? I'm not sure. Oh, like if they... I think what you're asking is like if deep dives count for something on the performance pass. That's a cool idea. That seems like something we could feasibly do. But again...
I think the reason we don't include like the season stuff in there is because they're seeded, so you might be able to abuse it to like do something faster. That's basically the reason.
Archer Baders over on YouTube asks, have you guys played Valheim? Yes, and actually, now that you mention it, we recently set up a Valheim server for us here at GoShip.
When are you gonna join, Mark and Aaron?
Dude, I got a server going with my girlfriend.
Yeah, I have the server going with
Yeah,
With my
Aaron's
girlfriend?
With Aaron's girlfriend too.
Damn it.
I guarantee you that the Ghost Ship game servers guarantee the Aaron girlfriend free.
Yeah, no, I've actually been on a big old Valheim grind, and I've been looking forward all week to come home today and mine some freaking copper. So yeah, I play Valheim a lot lately. Not historically lifetime. I don't think I've gone crazy with that. I think I probably have like 150 hours. So you know, respectable, but nothing too wild. Great game. It's a great game.
Works
a great game.
GSG gives you a girlfriend. Sign up.
That's Supporter Pack 3 DLC, I think. Oh, we got a bulk. Got a burk.
Order of the Deep if you want 2 girlfriends. It's optional.
Disclaimer: Ghost Ship Games
is anyone
GSG
gonna
do not
fix
guarantee
the,
getting a girlfriend if you buy any Ghost Ship Games products.
Run!
Sundari Babaga says, question, will there be some kind of melee arsenal expansion to give more variation in fighting style? Not in Deep Rock Galactic, no. I mean, I think that we're pretty set on the situation being as it is there. But I don't know, in Rogue Corp, maybe. It's at least not a no.
Yeah, we don't run melee in Deep Rock, it's a shooter. Primarily. It's about keeping away from the aliens, not closing the distance.
Eric over on YouTube asks, how to get good playing engineer? I'm not good at it. I think that calls for a collective, hey, give advice to Eric segment. So everyone who's maining engineer, drop your best engineer tip in the chat, and we'll make Eric a pro engineer in no time.
Without.
Andrew J. Dahl on YouTube says, I don't want to seem mean, but why no crossplay? That's okay, Andrew. That's not a mean thing to ask. We get asked that a lot, and I answer it also a lot. But the TLDR answer is A, implementing it would, in terms of IT infrastructure, is really complex and would take us a lot. It would distract us a lot from, like, you know, making Rogue Core. So we don't want to do that. Also, it would require players to like have an external account, like either have to link their game with a Microsoft or PlayStation account, or we would have to make our own like Ghost Ship Games account or some shit, and you'd have to make an email and password for it, and we don't want to do that. So that's the short answer for it.
Speaking of answers, I've got some answers for our boy Eric with the engineer issues. So, Thumb says, shredded grenade all you need. Lantern Mouse says, use sentry whip for hordes. Redheart says, always sentry up. Soldado says, shoot laser. Nino Andre says, use the Fat Boy overclock, if you've got it. Urok says, max ammo Fat Boy. Midnight Dog says, spinning death breach cutter. Alright, there's a lot of good tips to get you going.
I would say another like just super basic entry tip is just anytime you're in a big room in a cave, just go ahead and throw up a turret. Just never a bad thing to have.
Yeah.
Ah! I'm still thinking about that person in the chat who said they broke 208 bones. Do you think that's true?
No.
But like, if you... I feel like any I mean, maybe if you broke a couple at a time. In my head, they broke all of them at the same time, and I can't imagine any situation that would break 208 of your bones but not just kill you. Maybe if they like, if you work as like a stunt, like if you work as like a stuntman or something, or like a BMX bike person, I don't know, something like that.
Got half
like
a punch from One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I'm just picturing, even if I fell from like a 5-story building, not that it's happened, I would imagine a lot of my bones breaking multiple places, but I can't imagine like all of them breaking at once necessarily.
Alright, Mark, what if you lived like 5 minutes from the gym and you wore slippers to go there?
See, that's not a story. That can be very very ugly.
Yeah.
See,
I'm
Mark,
saying,
I mean, I can say as somebody who thinks a lot about you falling from a 5-story building, in my head, it's always you breaking bones in a lot of places.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you probably break like the same bone multiple places.
Oh, yeah. Does that just count
Whereas-
as?
Yeah, exactly. I think that would
That's
just count
cheating.
as one
Yeah. Okay. Fair
bone,
enough.
right?
people
Yeah.
are saying you only have 206 bones in your body, so you can't break too many. But I guess you can like break some of them more than once, right? I mean,
Well,
the,
yeah,
the
no,
arm
no,
is
but-
like
but-
long, right?
Well, no, but like, listen, either the bone's broken or it's not. And so if the bone is broken in 3 places, it's still a broken bone. You
I
know?
love how much time we're spending on this question.
Well, Mark, it is Medical Advice Thursdays here on the GSG stream. So we're today we are skeleton experts.
Actually, it's just Mike's alt account messing with us.
I think the closest I got, I bruised a bone once in a sledding incident. I won't call it an accident, but I will call it an incident when I was a kid. And that sucks. It just really hurt to sit down for a while.
Like the toilet incident on the space rig.
No, much similar to that, yeah.
Was it because of
similar
the space
consequence in any
bidet,
case.
or
Don't start me on bidets again.
how should I just start Mark on it? Oh, Mike's
Nice.
here.
Uncle
Hey,
Mike's
Mike.
here. What's up, Mike? Everyone in the chat say hi, Mike.
How many people play Hazard 5, Mike? Percentage wise.
Serious answers only.
Do you remember?
It's like 8%. We have the data sheet, right?
Yeah,
Mike, you're supposed to be the
that,
numbers
That was
guy.
also my message. I was just curious if you had the exact number.
Mike, yes, sir. Among Us says hi, Mike. Super Liam says hi, Mike.
Okay. That could put it into perspective. So Mike says it's about the same number as the people that play Hazard 1. So you guys can picture that amount.
It was
I think.
10% at some point. I remember
Let's
we
just for-
argued that if we went to do a Hazard 6, they would probably divide it like by half. Then it would be like maybe like 4%.
High
or
Voltage
6.
accurately says that's crazy. Yeah, and also Mike
A
points
third
out
of
you
them
have
are
to put
solo?
into.
Huh.
Mike says you have to take into consideration that roughly a third of all the games that are played solo.
But I'll tell you what, is 100% of games that are played are made better with the delicious flavor of Sacandi's nuts. That's right, folks. The stream is brought to you by our sponsors at the Good Sacandi's Food and Beverage Company. Founded in 1907 in Pennsylvania, they are and always have been family owned and operated, known for their delightful root beer as well as their absolutely brilliant line of flavored salted nuts featuring peanuts, cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, bulu caps, and many, many more. There's nothing that satisfies quite like a handful of Sacandi's nuts. So next time you're hungry and someone asks what you want, you tell them Sacandi's nuts. That's Sacandi's nuts, folks. They are busting with flavor. Also, Mandy, I saw you in the chat. It reminded you earlier about the, you sent me the hamburgers and Scotty's root beer. I did see them very nicely done. I especially like the shading in the bottles. Terrific work. Thank you, Mandy. Mark, I was telling Jacob earlier, but I've been learning recently how to whistle super fucking loud.
Oh,
Pretty cool, right?
that is.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
For
'cause I
no
don't think
reason
Mike can pick
whatsoever.
it up. Well, not no reason, but it's like a what if I need to be able to whistle really loud.
Is that how you spend your weekend? Just
Well, no. The thing is, it's really it's really hard to figure
Still a
out.
beer
a
at the
place-
bar.
Oh, that's probably me. It's really hard to figure out. It's one thing learning how to whistle. It's another thing learning where you can whistle really. Oh, you bastard, Mark, you're a dick. Oh, actually, that was
No,
your
that was mine.
beer. I take it back. All right, now I've got to post a notes app apology. That's fair, Mark. Anyway, back to me talking about whistling. So the thing about it is, if you're learning to whistle normally, it's just I think there's more spaces where you can do it. But when the whole thing is learning how to whistle super fucking loud, it's just like it's really hard to find a space where people won't get mad at you for doing it. Because it turns out my girlfriend in our small apartment hates when I just whistle loud as shit, which like pretty
Makes sense.
crazy. But yeah, and also I can't do it here. So right now it's usually when I'm biking, because I think I was watching How To with John Wilson the other night, and he had something about noise. He was like, in New York, like loud noises don't matter when they're in motion, which is right. Like if you're moving somewhere quickly and you make a really loud noise, it's fine. Like if you were sitting in the park with someone and they had like a big, like a car horn and they honked it, you'd be mad at them for a while. But if they were passing you and they honked it, it's the same noise. Even if they didn't do it again, it's okay. So now I've just been biking around Copenhagen, just like a fucking.
Really?
Whatever the whistling term is for hollering, I've been doing that.
Okay, walk us through the process, Aaron. How would I go about learning how to whistle? Did you like look up a YouTube tutorial?
You like it? For me, I like. I'm trying to describe it. You pull your upper lip like tight over your teeth, and then you almost do like a weird little smile. You know that? Yeah. It like a yeah. Oh God. I don't think I'm going to be able to give a description of this. This doesn't suck. It is useless.
No, that's great. Go on.
Okay, great. Well, I'll try my best. So this is the educational value of the Ghost Ship Games dev stream. But yeah, you like it like with normal whistling, you purse your lips generally, and with this one, you kind of pull them back, and it's almost like I don't know if you ever played the flute or if you're familiar with how one does play the flute, but you sort of want to create like a you want to manipulate your mouth to create an aperture similar to the opening of a flute, and imagine you blow out air with almost like a shh, like you're shushing someone, and if you pull your face back, it ends up looking like a weird little grimace, and I stick my lower jaw out a little more, so you sort of create like a little like narrow football shaped opening in your mouth, and then you just like high pressure blast
American football or
I wish we had webcams on everyone that's watching the stream right now, so we could see exact how many people are trying to like mirror what you're saying.
yeah. Everyone else knows how to whistle. It's just you and me, Mark, doesn't.
All right, be honest, chat. How many of you guys actually tried to do it while Aaron was describing it?
Also, if you'd pay $750 for a custom whistling workshop from me, place 2 in the chat so I can contact you.
You took it both for me, Mark. I'll never forget it.
I'm kind of trying, but it's 6 a.m., so that's fair enough.
That's the thing. There's few spaces where it's a difficult thing to learn, not only because of the technique, but also I don't know. It's like if you play an instrument, it's the same. Like, when is a good time to play the fucking trombone if you live in an apartment? You have to go out to a field.
You don't strike me as the type who care about like the time of day if you really want to learn to whistle.
GB says, I'm making all sorts of stupid faces. And
is it related to the whistling?
Alexandra says, I spit all over my monitor trying to follow your instructions. Nice.
Yeah, for a few days I was also just like biking around Copenhagen, just making like kind of stuttering or just like spitting and blowing out air. So you have to be willing to look pretty dumb.
But I think
for a while.
We can hear from like just like the sound level at the office currently that none of the people in the same room is actually watching the stream. Because no one was trying it, no one was doing it.
Well, who knows? Anyway.
I was washing my hands for dinner when the whistling instructions were set. Alright.
What do you have for dinner, Mandy?
You can always like rewind in the VOD and rewatch it. Now you guys can save it for eternity. So if you guys ever want to learn whistling, you can just pull up the dev stream dated the 22nd of August 2024.
Yeah.
And you have a free course. That's that's free advice from me.
Yep, I couldn't possibly think of a single place to give a better explanation of how to whistle loudly on the internet.
Nope.
Let's see.
It's crazy how much value we provide on the stream. Like,
I know, dude.
Boggles my mind sometimes. I'm like,
dev stream / whistling tutorial.
Between this and making folks aware of like really valuable consumer products such as Scandi's blend of flavored nuts, they're busting with flavor. There's really sort of no end to it. Rat Hearts over on Twitch says, will we get a small mid-season update between season 5 and 6 with just like a few overclocks? At way too early to say. I mean, I don't know. At one point we were like, we didn't know maintenance updates were a thing, and then, wouldn't you know, life moves fast. Life, which is, as some people say, is like a highway. Yeah, we're just like, all right, we're gonna do that. So maybe, but you know, don't go holding your breath on it, because at least there's no plans for it right now. But you know what there are plans right now is surprise core stone. Oh, sick with the swarm. Let's go, baby. We're gonna be fine.
Nice. Okay, it opened right up in the Morcat I was gonna get.
Oh fuck! I just realized I have the totally wrong loadout for this, dude. This is gonna be great.
I'm gonna zipline it.
Yeah, I'm actually really. I'm in the mood for a. I'm eating that gunner cheese, baby.
Mark's up here too.
Yeah.
Go away, Mark. You're in the way.
Let's play with the GSG devs as we offer a gunner cheese tutorial.
Oh no, Pip's down.
Fiv is down. See, that's what happens when you don't cheese the event. Fiv, I'm gonna put some flaming goo on you, and we're gonna have to. All right, I'm gonna go down there and
Ow.
bliggity blast it open.
Oh wow, you
What?
blew me
I
right
told you I was gonna.
I was. You didn't even give me like.
I
1 second.
warned you I was going to move. That's plenty of time, Arthur. Gee. I think this is going pretty well so far.
Sure,
Adamant said.
No, wait, maybe that's fixed. Oh shit.
Adamant says, so you guys admit the event needed cheese. I mean, sometimes. I was also just stupid here and added it. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
The stingtail,
Oh,
no.
We're not claiming we're better than the community in any way.
Oh, nice. Well done, Aaron.
Alright, I'm down again. Yeah, no, I mean, sometimes it needs cheese. When you,
Hi, Mark.
when you start it when no one's
Look out,
ready,
Mark.
yeah. But
Oh, no.
you
Mark,
can totally
don't,
do it
don't look
without.
out, Mark. Watch the stingtail,
It-
Mark.
This is bad. Ow. I've got iron
It's
roll.
fine, Mark.
It's okay, Mark. Just help me up.
I'm helping Jacob up.
Dude, it's so fine. Ow! Ow! Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. Yep.
Page
Folks-
over on YouTube asks thoughts on
Oh,
the new
shit.
Warhammer game
Oh,
Space
shit.
Marines
Oh,
2.
shit.
You guys have
Oh,
been
shit. Oh, shit.
swiping that right up lately.
Phrasing, but yes. Yeah, no, we've been absolutely slobbering over it, Mark. We've I'm super psyched for it. I really like Warhammer lore a lot, and I've been super psyched to see that. Also, it just seems like they have done a really good. I mean, you know, from the gameplay and the trailers I've seen, it seems like they've done a fucking sick job on that game, and I for one can't wait to be a badass space marine. Also have the shield.
3-player co-op game as well. So
Yeah, I saw they limited to 3 Space Marines because 4 Space Marine would just be too overpowered. At least that was their explanation.
Which is also, if it was actually a technical issue, a pretty genius thing to just be like, no, it was the lore. That's really smart. Anyways, no, it looks really sick. Art direction seems badass. I admittedly am just sort of a sucker for Warhammer stuff. It to me adds an extra fun factor. I guess I feel like now I know how like Marvel guys feel, where it's just like, well, it's Marvel, so it's more fun for me. Yeah, no, it's Warhammer stuff sick. I really want to play as the Vanguard, I think it is, the Shield class. I love playing a Shield class.
You should play it on stream.
yeah, I'm down.
Get the company to
saying
pay
it's-
for it.
Are you saying it's business expense?
Well, if you put it like that, if you're specifically saying it's not me that came up with it, then I can justify it, I think.
Guys, we did it.
We did it. We beat the
I
system.
think if enough people in chat vote yay, I mean, it would just be pleasing the community, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Chad, remember
Chat.
we're not getting paid or anything, so we need something. We need a little
yeah. So chat, would you guys want to see Space Marine 2? Yay or nay?
Please help us, chat.
Yes, we need this.
send money.
Chat, would this be good content? Would this provide value for the company?
Would you watch it?
Actually, another good idea says, a question, are you guys thinking of playing Left 4 Dead 2 on the stream?
Ooh.
Since some of the GSG members on stream said that it got inspired, or that it inspired GRG. That'd be a sick idea. I actually have never played Left 4 Dead 2. I would love to.
Oh.
This was in
Actually,
the era...
There's another game I'd really like in along these lines. The Anacrosis, I think it's called.
what?
Anacrosis, or the it's basically it's from what's he called? One of the writers behind Left 4 Dead. Made a studio, and it's basically Left 4 Dead, but like on a spaceship with aliens and mutants and stuff. And they actually played like during the whole before they went into early access and everything. They played Deep Rock Galactic on their dev stream.
Oh,
so I think that would be
nice.
like a cool little thing to just
I think it's
pay back because
Sick.
they really like the design decisions and everything.
dude, I would love to. Yeah, like I said, I haven't ever played it because it came out in the era where I did not have a computer to play PC games, and then my parents didn't let me play shooters. So
I don't know if
we
this
can do
is
it
an
tomorrow.
unpopular,
If,
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I really enjoyed like the PvP mode in Left 4 Dead 2. But I'm not sure how popular that game mode actually was.
I think that's the most popular mode. I think that's the reason it still lives. I heard it's also kind of toxic, but
man, when you were the tank and you were just fucking charging noobs over like.
That's toxic. That's why it's toxic,
everything.
Mark. That right there.
Oh, I love it so much, and I felt so badass playing the stalker thing. What was his name? The guy with the hood.
Oh, no, that's Smoker. Smoker was the guy with the that'll grab you, right?
The guy who could like leap and pounce and jump
Yeah.
and crawl.
Oh,
What's his name, Chat? Help me out. Is it Stalker?
Hunter.
Hunter, yeah, that's right.
Not the jockey. The jockey was the.
Oh, the jockey was fun too. You could like, yeah. Oh, I mean, there wasn't any. The most satisfying move was playing the jockey and then leading someone off a cliff.
Mike, you seem like you had pretty sweaty strats here, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I didn't really get the. I don't know.
How old were you when it came out, Mark?
Probably like, I don't know, 12 or
You're
something.
like the most toxic 12-year-old.
Yeah. Actually, let's look it up. How old is Left 4 Dead 2? I got it in Christmas gift.
Just being out there, like owning noobs and like
Left 4
trash
Dead
talking the moms.
But I played both the first and the second. Left 4 Dead 2 was released in 2009.
Vince Travis and Yusu says you're a game dev, but you don't know about Red Dead Redemption 2. That's seriously concerning.
What?
You know what? For legal reasons, Vince Travis, you're absolutely correct. I've never heard of a game by that name. Dutch and Arthur are characters that I came up with by myself. Rockstar Lawyers, if you're watching this, had no idea you guys also had that. And actually, you guys owe me $1 million.
Is that like a buff nerf thing again with the skins and everything? Just.
What do you mean? Why would, but Jacob? Why would anyone have any reason?
Not implying
to,
anything. Just saying like
why would any company have anything to say about the buff skin color scheme that we came up with ourselves?
I would not know, because that would implicate me.
Guys, there's a book detonator.
Yeah.
I'm just walking this way all alone. Great.
Arthur Bader says, question, I would love to see the autocannon feed the cartridges into the barrel when firing. Otherwise, it doesn't look cool when they just don't move. I like the rocket deals, Hurricane. Yeah, no, that's something I also noticed where, like, the Hurricane, you see that individual feeding and the autocannon, they're static. I think it's mostly a product of it just that gun was made and the animations were earlier. We just had a time when that wasn't well, I guess that one slipped by us. But yeah, I'd like to see that too. I hope at some point, maybe some sort of update, we could do that.
If I recall correctly, it was actually designed to do that as well, but
oh really?
Yeah. If I recall correctly, Karf, who created the weapon, has like pointed out a few times that that's still missing.
Oh, we just forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm getting hit by bugs.
Go down this hole.
Sir Pounce asks, would you play some Lethal Company? I would love to see who's the chaos maker among the group. That'd be fun too. We did
I'd be down for that.
At one point, didn't we? I don't know if
No, I don't think we did.
We didn't.
Not on stream? No?
Nope.
Was that off stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played it during lunch one time.
I know there's a new update coming out for it. I don't know if it's already out or if it's being developed right now.
I also want to do content warning.
Yes.
Yeah, content warning sounds really fun. I have it downloaded and I got it when it was completely free, but I never got around to playing it. Is there a swarm, or why am I? Are you guys also getting a shit ton of Macteras, or is that just me?
Can you hear the music?
You're not.
Yeah. Well, where'd all my friends go?
You're in a separate cave, I think.
Get the cave.
One of my favorite things about playing games where you're supposed to stick together is either being mad at somebody who wandered away and being like, that's on you, or when I'm the one that wandered away, being like, why didn't my team follow exactly where I'm going?
Olaf Forkbeard, that's a cool name, asks, are you guys aware that bugs don't make walking noises anymore? As of the main update, it makes getting snuck up on way more common. I was personally not aware of that. No.
Because you didn't hear it coming.
No, but that's interesting. Can you guys confirm in chat if that's a thing? Because maybe we should look into that for like.
I mean, I know, like, I don't know, I feel like exploders don't really make noise, but I feel like in my experience it's always been that way. But what's up, Mark? You okay? Did you get a boo-boo?
Someone just exploded a maggot next to me.
Wow.
And it hurts.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Wixian says, yeah, I remember not hearing footsteps from Praetorians and stuff. I barely know what's going on 99% of the time anyway, so can't confirm. All I hear are rabbit screams or rabbit zombie screams. Happened to me a bit, but I thought it was just that I have hearing loss.
Do you have hearing loss, Mark?
No, no, I'm just reading up from chat.
I thought you were referring to the boiler explosion.
No, not this time.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's Praetorian is... It's got kitten mittens!
Is it only Praetorians, or is it all creatures?
Are you tired of your glyphins making too much noise all the time?
Mark, come get the
Try
Warkite.
kitten mittens! You'll be smitten!
I don't have any players left.
Yeah!
By the way.
It's up there, Mark.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Just get
Can't see
the
what,
players,
Mark?
Is this a leech trap? No.
No, it's Morkite, Mark. Why don't you trust us? You're already the leader in points. I don't have to lure you into any traps. You're doing it fine by yourself.
Negative. There's a bug report for it already. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm
wouldn't hurt.
most likely aware of it.
Mark's most likely. Dude, I can't believe we actually survived that core stone encounter. I totally thought we'd whiff it.
Yeah, I think that was Fib.
Prometheus98 over on Twitch says, could you guys talk a little bit about the modding scene? Yeah, we addressed it. I mean, I would guess that you're probably referring to that, you know, there's people upset with the way mod support is working, or rather isn't working for folks right now. We talked about this earlier on the stream, so if you want to go get the full answer, you can scroll back and watch that. But yeah, long story short, we're aware that people are pretty frustrated with it, and it's totally fair to be frustrated. I get why. And we're doing some meetings next week internally and just kind of talking about what we can do to figure out a system that works better for people and is more accessible, and just, you know, works better for everybody. So we're aware of it. We are on the case, but I also get that it's, you know, kind of frustrating when you can't see results right away. So I get the frustration, but have a little patience if you would, and we're or if you can, and we'll hopefully get to the bottom of it. So we're aware of it, and we're doing our best to figure out a solution.
Oh no, I'm so dead.
Prometheus98 says, thanks, we'll have to watch the VOD. Appreciate you guys. Hey, thanks, dog. Appreciate you right back. Rock and Stone.
I feel like game really needs a kick like in Helldivers.
What?
Game needs a kick like in Helldivers.
I'll tell you the feature that I was wanting today was playing Warhammer Speed Freaks, and wanting a feature to bonk someone out of my way when you run into a friendly player. Because, like, it always works in traffic. It's the other person's fault for getting in my way.
Okay, we have it all. Let's leave. Did you drill all the way down here, Mark? Aaron?
What?
Did you
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You can find it. Whirlwind says, Aaron, you are uncharacteristically diplomatic for somebody so good at making G's nuts jokes. Hey, brother, I may be goofy, but I ain't stupid.
I think that's also kind of necessary. You have to have like both ends of the spectrum, right?
Wow.
Polite these nuts jokes.
tasteful use nuts jokes.
Every mother-in-law streams.
And on the subject of taste, there's really no taste better than Secondi's nuts. I mean, I think that a lot of people can agree that it's one of the leading salted snacks on the market. Then, nothing really rings true to me like that old saying that I remember my granddaddy's granddaddy telling me, when you're hungry, nothing satisfies like Secondi's nuts. They're busting with flavor, folks. Check them out.
Plan on using them drills, Aaron.
Why? All right, fine. I'm gonna, but because I want to, not because you told me to. All right, dude.
Okay.
Hey, maybe if you could chill out for like 2 seconds, Mark. Maybe I would. Yeah, maybe I could focus. Actually, no, dude. I'm just gonna go. Oh, Mark, see, look at me go. Mark, look at me go. Oop, look at me go. I'll tell you what else I'm gonna use. C4.
I'll raise off, you mother.
Hi, Mark.
Oops, there I go.
Bye, Aaron.
See you guys.
And that, folks, is karma.
Well, I know. I didn't want to leave you down there. LOL swear word says, will you add new minerals? I'm gonna be adding salt when I'm targeting Mark with explosives. Alright, oh, see, this was a great, I just gave us something to do. We were waiting for the drop pod.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Interfacial86 says, Questione, does anyone in the office play Terraria? I don't. I never actually picked that one up. Mark, do you?
I played it back when it got released, like ages ago. Back when it was sort of competing with Minecraft. But no, I haven't played it in a fair bit. I also remember the game called, now that you mention it, Starbound. Did anyone in chat play Starbound?
Yeah.
That was like
I
a
played
direct
both.
competitor with Terraria.
That was like one of the developers from there. One of the.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. But that was pretty sick too.
Maybe one of the artists or something. I can't really remember. I bet someone in chat knows.
Love Starbound. Starbound mentioned. Starbound is great. Yes. Starbound. I don't know. Is that game still being updated?
I don't think it is. But,
Am
I actually playing?
So hyped about that game.
I'm playing Terraria music in the background because I've tried to open the browser. Whoop! There we go. Hope that doesn't get copyright struck.
Ben Warner over on YouTube says, question, any plans for more dedicated communication buttons or wheels like in other games? The salute and chatter work great, but I would love a button to say thank you after I get help from team. Brother, you got a button to say thank you after you get help from your team, and it's V.
Oh, Mark, you played for 17 hours.
Yeah.
Johan has been playing for 254.
Jeez,
I've been playing for 278.
Mark, did you ever play that game that we gifted you? That's in your library?
No, remind me, Aaron. What was it?
Well, I don't know. The name's escaping from me. I was hoping
was the
maybe
game
you
you
would
got for me?
remember.
No.
I don't know. It's in your library.
If you go to Mark's profile, you can probably see it.
I mean,
you
for
may
me,
have
I'm
hidden it, but I
stuck,
went and unhid it earlier today. So.
Mark, I can't remember the name of the game because I'm such a fundamentally generous person that I'm just always giving people gifts, so it's hard to keep track of it. But I mean, for you,
getting a gift from you, Aaron. No.
I think you get a gift from me every day, and it's called my presence. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, chat. Speaking of wholesome positivity, it's time for a love-off between Twitch and YouTube. As you may know, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, somewhere on the far side of the world, there is another chat, another world of people watching the very same stream as you. And they're just as sweet as you are, or are they sweeter? Folks, if you're in Twitch,
Bye, Mark.
send a little greeting to YouTube. If you're in YouTube, say hello to Twitch. We're seeing who's the friendliest. We're seeing who's got the warmest heart. We're seeing whose spirit animal is a teddy bear. Right now, baby, send that love over across. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Somebody's sabotaging Twitch. Whoa. Twitch is in there. So far, actually, Twitch making a strong start, sending love. YouTube's up there. Ooh, YouTube's back. YouTube's so back. YouTube's full of love. God, they are warm. They are loving it. Wow. Audrey tunes in for the very first time. They say hello to TwitchTube. Oh, we love it. Wow. This is beautiful to see. Look at these friends across the world. It's like having a pen pal you've never met. Jacob, have you ever had a pen pal?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, kind of. It was like a school project thing. In Sweden.
Yeah, oh, I thought you meant you went to school in Sweden.
No. But that was back when I lived on like I think it was maybe in 5th grade or something. Lived on
Yeah.
like a small island close to Sweden. We
Oh, yeah.
had pen pals in the city, like right across the bay.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet them?
Yeah. We went there like at one point, and that was the end of that pen pal thing for everyone, I think.
Because something terrible happened?
We didn't speak the language. We found out.
Oh,
so
right. Yeah, no, that'll get you. Anyway, thanks to everyone on Twitch and YouTube for sending lovely greetings back and forth. All of you warm my heart. Arthur Baders over in YouTube has a questione. They say, will there be adding new performance settings like no particles, no ragdolls, something like that? No plans at present, no, unfortunately. Sorry. I mean, maybe at some point, I totally get the value of it. Just when some point we managed programming for the last one. Isn't there any? Let me check in options. I always thought there was a ragdoll slider thing. Maybe it's just a different game I was playing with. Yep, nope, okay. Yeah, I mean, if we get more feedback about it, maybe. But I think it depends on sort of how much we're hearing from folks. If it seems to be a pretty widespread problem, then I think it's got to be more likely that we'll spend some time prioritizing it. B2KD says, question, nothing major, but are you guys aware that Quick Resume for the Xbox Series is a bit broken? The game will just stay on a black screen most of the time. That's the first I'm hearing of it. I would recommend if you've got bugs and stuff you're dealing with, if you haven't already, check out pleasefix.gg/DRG. That's pleasefix.gg/DRG. That's the portal that we have. It's a like online portal for people to submit bugs and for us to keep track of them. It's pretty handy. It has features where you can like document exactly how the bugs happen, what causes them, and then it also allows other people to come in and say, oh yeah, that happened to me too. You know, I can definitely back this one up. And then it helps us kind of keep track of it all the way. So I would say go there. That's going to be your best spot. That's pleasefix.gg/DRG. Check that one out and see if the bug is there. If not, submit a ticket. But either way, thanks for letting us know. Where was that question I was going to answer? Oh, Holotex says, so question is this, how popular is the DRG board game in the office? It's pretty popular. Everyone got a copy of it.
We're still waiting for the expansions, though.
We are still waiting for the expansions. But we have like game nights where we'll play it, I don't know, a couple times a year, and then other sessions where people will get up and like get together and paint their models and stuff like that. So we've got that going on for sure. But I personally I played a lot over winter break with my brother. I ended up giving him the copy. He lives in New York now, but he is a bigger board game guy than me, and also a really big Deep Rock fan. So that was his Christmas gift. But I think it's a lot of fun. Actually, out of curiosity, if you, whether in Twitch or YouTube, pop a number one in the chat if you have the Deep Rock Galactic board game. Sarah asks, is Rogue Core going to be on consoles? Hopefully one day, but at least right now, within the scope of developing it, it's not something we're actively working on. I think there is. Well, I don't believe there's a soul in this office that wouldn't want it to be there. But it's just in the way that we build our games, what comes first is building the game for PC, and then afterwards we work on, all right, putting this on there.
Yeah, it will also go through early access, which is not something we can do on console.
Ah.
That's back, by the way.
Mark's back.
Oh, hi,
Where
Mark.
were you, Mark?
Hello.
Where were you, Mark?
I was being.
Obviously, someone
That's great, man.
asked, Naronitsu, is Deep Rock as fun when it's your full-time job to work on it? Does it break the immersion knowing all the code and how it works back end? Well, that's the lucky thing. We're working marketing, so we have absolutely no code knowledge. But we have, previously we played a lot with like some of the programmers and designers, and I think they are still having a lot of fun doing it. And I think that part of the magic is that it's procedurally generated. which helps a lot. If we were making like a single-player point-and-click puzzle game, it would probably get old really fast. But having like the updates and the game change, like the caves change every time we play it, is part of the fun.
Yeah.
And I speaking from someone who started in QA here at Ghost Ship Games, quality assurance testing, which is involves a lot of repetitive testing. Like I still love this game so much, and I still play it also in my spare time.
Yeah, don't tell the Björn I said this, but QA are the real heroes in game
You
development.
are the real heroes. Jacob, I'm gonna do something special. I'm gonna give Bjorn a shout out.
No.
Shout out, Bjorn. Yeah, I did it. But
What
yeah,
about
actually,
shout out
get-
to Amanda or Jesper instead? I mean, that's
also them.
Yeah,
also
yeah,
them. Shout out to all our brave heroes in QA. But to get back to the question, I've been working at Ghost Ship for a little over a year now. And when I started here, I was just went from being like a big Deep Rock fan to working here. And I was pretty concerned, or like not pretty concerned, but I was like, damn, what if working here makes this suddenly not that fun? And in my experience, it's mostly just changed the relationship to it, where because you work with it so much during the day that it's like you feel like the itch is scratched, to for lack of a better word. So it's not like I get home and I'm like, fuck, I can't look at Deep Rock, but it's like, yeah, like I've spent all day thinking about Deep Rock, playing Deep Rock, so I'm good playing something else right now. So I we still play it at a minimum of 4 hours a week, and every time it's like, yep, still pretty fucking fun. But I think definitely changes the relationship, and I think also I see what you mean about you know the code or whatever, and it's like there's a magic behind it gone. Not really. It's just a different relationship to it. I mean, it's cool now to be like, oh, all right, now I kind of know how the cave generation system works, or something like that.
got split up again.
You throw the legs up to me, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm working on this Nexus, bro.
Bro. Ow.
All right, what stuff, Mark? What do you want from me?
I want the legs up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your legs up here.
Stop.
Ah, Mark, can you look at me in the eyes when you say...
Next. What the?
What? Silver says, hello from Minnesota. It's
I
state
need more
fair time.
legs, Aaron.
Fuck yeah,
How
dude.
about that?
Mark,
Aaron, there
no,
are
it's
3
Minnesota
legs
time,
to
dude.
an-
Yeah. What? Dude, see,
Yeah,
Mark, now you got me killed.
You
Actually, that...
deserve that. You deserve that.
No, that's fine. Now I have more time to talk about the Minnesota State Fair. Mark, it's the Great Minnesota Get-Together. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, dude, I haven't been to the State Fair in a few years, but dude, it's so much fun. I love just walking around eating like 8,000 calories and just being super dehydrated by the end of the day, and then I get to see a pig that's bigger than any organism I've ever seen. And then you get to like, I don't know, fucking drink lemonade, and there's a chocolate milk booth, and then there's one booth where you get to see a cow give birth. Doesn't this sound good to you, Mark?
Does it give birth for the entire fair, or do you like switch it up, or like is it a recording? Or
No, they have different it's not like a magic perma pregnant cow. It's just like, so the state fair I think started, Minnesota's like a really agricultural state, or a state with a strong agricultural history, and it started as like a, let's get the farmers together and show off our best crops, and it's still a lot of that. There's like the tractors on display, and then every year they have like a beauty pageant where they crown Princess Kay of the Milky Way, who's usually like a woman, and then they carve a bust out of butter of her head. There's a ton of just like completely cartoony agricultural traditions associated with it, but it's also like a ton of street food. I guess street food, but just like trucks that deep fry shit. I don't really feel like I'm doing a good job selling it, but it's a really good place to get sunburned, and you can get a big bucket full of cookies. So it's kind of that.
Bucket full of cookies.
I had alligator meat there one time. Interfacial 86 says, question, I know y'all... Glimpid Menace. Interfacial 86 says, question, I know y'all frequently get asked for a shooting range, but what if instead y'all made an always available mission that consists of a pre-generated room for faster loading? I mean, at that point, is there that much difference between doing that and just loading into a mission? I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily share like the feeling for the need for the shooting range, but I get why. But I mean, if we're doing pre-generated rooms, just just start a mission. I don't know. Arthur Beta says, question, can I play with you guys? Yeah, Jacob, we should start opening the server up more.
Yeah, we
So it's
usually
not-
do, but then we're full and stuff. But yeah,
So it's not
we
just
can
Viv.
set it up.
No shade to Viv, it's just, you know, other people should get a turn too.
I think it's usually open, right? I think Viv is just the fastest.
I think we joined before we opened it today, so.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'm really excited about the new streaming room we're getting.
Mark, do you know something else you're excited about? Do you want to share it with the chat?
No, what?
Is it these
It's a
nuts?
game. It's Kingdom Come.
Ah, yes. Did
Why don't
guys
you tell the
watch,
chat about your feelings?
Nah, it's just... I don't know how
Keep it safe
many...
for work, Mark.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Because that game looks fucking sick.
Never
I
heard of the
can't
first
wait.
one.
I've been playing the first one so much. And I think it's awesome.
Don't you have to learn to? Don't they have a mechanic where you have to learn to read?
That's part of it. You start as like this medieval peasant who can't do anything, and then you work your way up.
Sounds a lot like real
and
life.
become stronger in different skill sets. Yeah, it's very much like real life.
Oh,
No, yeah, the second one just looks like a great evolution of the first game.
Mark, how good are you at whistling?
Not very good.
You know what would be cool, Aaron? If you learned to like make the sound that the stalker makes, you could just go around the office and make it.
Ooh.
Oh, every time someone visited us, we could you could just like do the whistle, have them like get paranoid and things.
If you guys can make one sound effect with your mouth, what would it be? I think for me it might just be the sound of opening. Oh, I just realized that stupid placement of that. I think for me it might be making what's it called? Like the sound of a beer can opening.
I thought it
very
was game
specific.
related. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe
No.
like the sound of you dropping like a coin or something on your wallet.
Okay.
But
Wait, making the sound of a wallet?
like,
did you
like,
say?
Like yeah, dropping your wallet or your keys or something. Not just make it behind people all the
Oh.
time, just to.
I think it would be like the default like
Windows startup
text
tune.
text message received sound.
Oh
on
yeah.
the phone.
I just feel like there's so many different types of phones and generations of them. It's like maybe I would have like the Wii Shop startup jingle. That'll be fun.
Wii Shop.
Never had a Wii?
No.
He just did.
Hey.
There we go.
What sound did it make?
Oh, ouch! Ow! Probably something like that.
Bakio says, any Hazard 6 probability? No. I think that's out of the question now that we released Hazard 5 Plus. Because that's, I mean, in our experience, that's the furthest we can, like, stretch the difficulty setting without it getting, like, completely ridiculous.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it's a very small percentage that play Has 5, and only like a subset of those would play Has 6. So we've like both reduced the number of people playing Has 5 and also have a really small amount of people playing Has 6.
Yeah.
That
And Mike
doesn't
had a
feel
good
right.
point, just to put it into perspective. He said, picture the amount of people that play Hazard 1. Because that's roughly the same amount of people that play Hazard 5.
But if you have no idea of how many is playing Hazard 5, then it's...
Which
I think it's a surprising amount that plays Hazard 1 actually, like compared to what it is. I think you can
think
just
so?
walk around without getting killed, but... I mean, people have like younger siblings and kids that might want to try the game. That's probably a good setting. But if you
Yeah, I saw somebody
throw your
posted-
kid into Has 5, then it's that's crazy.
yeah, if your kid's not clearing elite deep dives just first try, get a new kid.
Yeah. You can't leave dwarves behind for your kids. Yeah. Get the drop pod.
Facial says, I would love to be able to reproduce the sound of a train horn at the full loudness of a real train horn.
That would
was
rock.
Making people deaf.
Dude, not gonna lie, I've set up a pretty sick little fortress around this uplink.
To the
Not
bunker.
saying I'm hard carrying, but I am hard carrying right now.
Go chuck it.
Do you have a resupply anywhere?
There's one on top of the electrical fort that I made.
I ordered
Oh, yeah,
one too.
And my phone is charging when I'm standing in here. It's a Faraday cage. I'm not getting any signals though.
Do you guys think we can show Steve the gold? Steve! 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 Oh, hey, yeah. Check it out, Steve. Wait, hey, give me that gold.
Are you guys gonna play Monster
Yeah.
Hunter Wilds?
Yeah, he loves the gold.
I
Yeah,
haven't played any
buddy.
of the Monster Hunter games personally, so I'm not
Yeah, me
super
neither.
excited about it. But I have heard good things about the series.
I know Johan is playing it, but I don't think maybe I'm not sure if it's Wilds or which one he played.
I think the Wilds one just got announced, right? Or
Yeah, it could be. It's probably I'm thinking World. What if Steve had his own laser pointer? What would he ping?
I think it'd be me.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm his friend.
what's the strategy behind like digging the fuel thing down just a little bit?
I just line of sight.
You have more. Yeah, you have more space
line of
to.
sight.
Move
That
around
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah. Or maybe
Well, I
Aaron
haven't
is
thought
kind of
about that.
embarrassed about it and wanna like hide it so no one sees it.
It's my shame.
Yeah.
Been raised to be very private about my mining equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, get out of the beam, dude. Steve, you're getting toasted, bro.
Any plans to add Deep Rock Galactic's new tracks to the music streaming platforms like Volume 1 and Volume 2? No. If anything, it'll probably be packaged into a Rogue Core soundtrack.
Yeah, we can't add Journey of the Prospector because that's a different composer. And that's an issue rights wise, I think. We could technically add the core ones, but like Mark said, it's might be going into the core soundtrack instead.
And Johan just confirmed he is definitely playing Monster Hunter Wilds.
Thank you, Johan. Carl DRG says, would be cool if during April Fools, Steve would get a random hat when you tame him. If anyone has any good April Fools ideas, pop them in the chat. The way I phrased that made it seem like, hey, if anyone has any good April Fools ideas, I don't mean that. Mostly just, it reminded me that if you have any April Fools ideas, fuck it, we'll hear it.
Do you guys know the release date of Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core? No, we do not.
No.
The release date has not been decided yet.
It'll be a while before we can talk about that, I think. Maybe once we get to show some more and see what happens.
Mission control as a playable dwarf. Tiny Molly would be fun, or comically large Molly.
That's deep.
Dude, there's so many platforms around.
Stalker coming.
Interfacial says, question, could y'all add a platform gun upgrade that attracts bugs instead of repelling them? It's an interesting idea, but I think gameplay-wise it'd be hard to implement because, like, you know, the reason the lure works is that it's only for a brief period of time. But if you could just place platforms that, like, always acted as bait, I feel like it would be... It's hard for me to imagine it not being really OP. It's a cool idea.
You can make them more attractive to work on, like the opposite of repellent, like make them less attractive to work on. But it would, I mean, probably would not be very effective overall.
It's very effective.
Let's go!
Let's go, gang. Wow, we did it, gang.
Well done.
Said, couldn't they just have platforms increase pathing invisibly or around it, or setting pathing costs to the platform to be negative form, presumably the base of 1? Oh,
I think it could. I mean, they could set it up so the platforms are like more attractive to work on like that, but I don't think it would work in the like. I mean, what would you do with it? Would you just make it like a longer path and hope it would walk that instead of? I mean, I think the repellent is better in
yeah. Like it's a cool idea for sure. I was just also thinking of how you would make it that also wouldn't make it just better than the repellent in every way.
Yeah,
because
I guess you could you could get them to walk into maybe mines or something, but I think that's like a very short.
Yeah, but again, you would only need like
Side
one. You know, you put a platform, put a mine on top of it. Where I feel like with the repellent, part of the cost of it is that you need to sometimes use like 4 or 8 to get that get the effect from the repellent. And I feel like it'd be hard to do a like attractive pancake in a way that wouldn't just like completely outclass it. It's a cool. I like it. I like the thought of it, but just as sort of a game design exercise, I'm having trouble imagining an implementation that wouldn't just like basically make the repellent obsolete.
Yeah. Should we do like one more or? I meant Fiv leave.
Fiv left. How if we get a random in the next little bit, we'll do one. Otherwise, we just play
that
some.
Actually means if I do like this, then.
How about we just do a little hidden dwarf?
Let me do that.
How about a little hidden dwarf?
Maybe don't order it until the. Okay. Who's the hunter?
I think you are, 'cause it's your perspective.
Oh man. All right. Give me that.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Should we do ground
only.
floor only?
Yeah.
Ground floor only. All right, I'm drinking it. No peeking.
No peeking.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
I'm trying to comment on my situation without that. Are you gonna do a countdown, Jacob, or we just get a limited time to hide?
Just gonna wait for Nubonic Plate to join.
Ah.
I completely mess up this.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm also ready.
Mark's ready. Nice, Mark.
Going in.
This is where I wish the stream could swap cameras. This would be so.
Yeah, but if they could, I would be able to see it, right? So.
No.
Yes.
You could just not look at on the.
No, but that's
stream.
not how it's gonna work, Mark. It's gonna be like a master controlling it, and that's just the way it is, Mark. I'm gonna be watching you all the time, Mark. Where are you, Mark?
I'm hiding.
Is this you, Mark? Are you this thing right? That's a battery. What's that battery here? That's not Mark.
What do you think, like, you know, in real life when you play? Hold on, let me answer Drew. Mark's got him. When you play hide and seek, like in real life, and you just immediately have to pee when you hide, what's like the psychology behind that? Oh, who got caught? Oh, Jacob, you immediately spawned. Did you spawn kill the driller?
He walked in right in front of me as a chair. I mean, it's not a charity. Is it you? No. Is it you? Oh.
I don't know if that was pun intended, Jacob, but that was kind of funny.
What?
Yeah, not a charity.
Not
Did you
a
mean
charity, yeah.
It wasn't intended, but I see what you mean.
CT and YouTube says hiding behind a tree is a free pee. That's the smartest shit I've heard all day. But where was it? Is that other question? Where'd it go? Kala says, how do you start prop hunt mode? You go by ordering a round of hidden dwarfs at the Abyss Bar. We implemented that in one of the maintenance updates as a halfway feature, halfway Easter egg. But yeah, you just order one of them brewskis, and you the Lloyd always pours up 4 rounds of beers, and then the first one that's poured, if you drink that, you're the hunter, and then if you drink the other ones, you're the you get turned into a prop. But Yeah, we didn't really publicize it like super heavily just because we thought it was more funny if we just kind of put it in without making a big deal out of it. And that's
Who's left? Is it you, Mark?
it's marketing.
So it's Aaron.
It's Aaron? Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I totally thought I'd get found first.
You must be like I think you're like a card or something. Are you hiding inside geometry? I bet you are.
I didn't know there was a core stone here. What the fuck? Have you guys noticed this core stone that's not in a canister?
Nope.
Ah! Wait.
Did you seriously not know?
I thought you
Did you
did
not
that
know?
as a bit.
I was actually serious. I didn't know that. Was
Wow.
I actually thought.
Are you kidding? Mark.
I actually thought that was like part of the space ring dressing.
Awesome.
What?
I thought I was like, oh, Mark's being a good sport. Thanks, man. The viewers will appreciate
Can we do
this.
one more?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
I grabbed a.
All right. Who's seeker?
I have a prop here, so.
I guess I
Mark,
was last.
Mark, you need to hide the.
I was
screen on
found
your-
last, so I can be seeker.
Okay. You don't. Need to- don't know that
TN
much.
Tree says need hints. Yeah, actually, when you're in prop hunt mode, if you press X, if you're the hunter, you'll like ask for clues, and if you're a prop, you'll like say some goofy little line or like
Go
fart
look
or
away.
something.
Go.
Oh yeah. I didn't see shit. All right, ground floor only. All right, I'm gonna give you guys count to 10. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. Ready or not, you beautiful dwarves, here I come. All right. I know that's a little suspicious, cabinet. Get out of here. Get back here, you cabinet. Get out of here, you rascal. All right, who's next? Is this a... No,
I
that's
kind of saw like one of them, so I'm not gonna.
okay.
I'm gonna be.
That's fair. That's a
gonna-
good sport.
Is that me,
Yeah.
Jacob?
I don't know. What were you? what prop were you?
Jacob, no, it's it. Oh, dude, there weren't always 3 chairs here, were there?
I thought the same thing last round.
The
but,
spacing's
man,
off, right?
Yeah, I mean,
The
yeah,
spacing's off.
but that's just us, man.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Not
that's
off on
just our
that one,
fault.
at least.
Fuck! I totally thought that was a.
I'm seeing like a lot of videos of this guy who's doing it in like I think the old Black Ops. That mode seems really good.
I never played that one. All right, who's
I
making
think
some
it's
noise?
something
Mark?
with you can like clone yourself, so you can make like whole arrays of stuff, and but there's a forced whistle like on a timer.
Okay.
You can also throw flashbangs, so you can like escape if someone catches you. It's
Would you say it's a really loud whistle?
I don't know.
All right, fuck. I'm not no
Does
longer
does
the
that
ground
count
floor.
as
Dave the Sloth says, question, do you want more titles to be added beyond Lord of the Deep? Yeah, that'd be sick. Again, just on the list of things we haven't gotten around to, but would be sick.
One time I hid as a chair right next to the deep dive console. My friends couldn't find me and gave up. They ran past me so many times. Still my best prop hunt story. I think we had a similar one here
Still
on
looking
stream,
for
actually.
you to this day.
Mark, I don't know where you are, but what I'm certain of is that you're in a bullshit spot.
I'm in a fairly obvious spot, actually.
Dude, I'll tell you the fairly obvious spot is going to be the bruise that you're going to get when you don't tell me where you're fucking hiding.
I'm not gonna help you, Aaron. You also need to find. Where was he?
GG's.
Good one. No, we still need one. We still need to.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
gonna
still
say
need that
anything.
little
I'm
driller.
not gonna say anything. Not over here.
Is he in a cheesy kind of spot?
Nah, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
What about here? How about here?
Oh shit.
How about here? I'm throwing on some
I
music
think
to throw them off their game.
paper crane should be like a prop.
Dude, Mark,
Yes.
I couldn't believe the course thing.
No, that was. It looked very real.
It looks so real. Little pliers. I didn't even know that was a teeny prop. A teeny pair of pliers. Over to back here. What about here? Nope. Damn it.
I wonder where Pneumonic Plague is. He's hiding in the main menu.
Is this barrel here? No, the barrels are all looking good to me. There's always 3 chairs here, pretty sure. Wait. Nope, damn it.
I see you. Damn, you're good at hiding.
Alright.
Say something.
Alright, we need a hint.
I would say he's near some machinery. He or she.
Oh, do you mean on the big piece of floating machinery in space that we're on? Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah. I would say he's like I could probably like see him from here where I am.
Interesting.
Not saying anything about direction, but
Okay, where's Jake? What
Wait,
the
is
fuck?
not like in plain sight. I mean, I can see. It's not a fridge.
Not a fridge. The fuck? Is it a tool? No, this toolbox always been here. Big
Is he a
Molly.
chair? No. No.
Let's rock and stone. Rock and stone, everyone.
Where the hell? See, I feel like also I haven't played this a lot since we updated it so that you can be the seasonal props. I'll say being the core stone kind of a huge nerf because it's the only prop that just fucking lights up. Also, that's like not naturally put somewhere. It's a tough one.
That's a
But,
good rock and stone.
Like that. Rock and stone.
LJ Talks 52 says, "Good morning from Argentina, guys. Just started playing a couple days ago, and I'm in love with the game. Thank you for it. The only problem I have is that I can't join your Discord. I don't know how or why. Maybe the in-game integration can be funky. You can check on.
I think this should
check on
work with
Reddit.
the URL. We have
Dude, where the
people that,
fuck is this driller? Are they a screwdriver?
I have a
Oh.
feeling.
I don't think you can be a screwdriver.
This makes me feel like Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind.
I only have 3 attempts left.
Dude,
I'm full. Just point me at something I need to throw my thing at. So this guy. Oh, sorry.
where the fuck are you? Is it
You said machinery, Jacob?
What?
I mean, yeah.
every time I play this game, it makes me entirely question how well I know the Space Rig. Are they a tiny dude? I feel like a
Yeah, you
bullshit.
said
tool.
Gotta say, within the last minute, someone's been very, very close.
And it's fairly obvious, you say?
I mean, it's a good hiding spot, but it's not like.
Is it? Are they this? Yes.
What was he?
Oh,
It was
he was
one of the
he was
trolleys.
one of the hand trolleys. Oh, that's a good ass spot.
Like right
Oh,
next
that
to
was
this one,
nice.
right here. That was beautiful.
I even walked past and I was like, okay, I think that's.
Yeah, you were
clever.
standing right on top of him several times. That's great.
That's nice.
Oh man, that was a good one.
First, last Detroit loses.
Oh shit.
All right, yep. Time for a good old round of the DRG drinking game, where the last one to enter the dance floor and proc twerk has to drink a Leaf Lovers. And
Close
is
one,
it
Mark.
gonna be me again?
Usually yes.
Dude, I don't know why.
Got it.
Oh my lord. Also, when I'm just playing privately, I feel like I can just always proc twerk. Oh my lord.
Remember, if the
I
song
think they did-
resets, we start over. That's the rule.
That's not fair.
That's how it's always been.
Dude,
Oh, shit.
give me the fuck.
Almost.
I can never get it. I have. Honestly, given that it's a what?
Oh, fuck,
It's
I'm
a
missing that.
1 in 19 chance. I have to. I'm sort of a mathematical marvel for the amount of
You should
times I
say you just
haven't
do it
twerked.
20 times with the
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it.
Oh, man.
Oh, baby.
Guess I have
Looks
to
like
spend
Jacob's
the rest
gotta
of my
drink
day
a whole
as
round of Leaf Lovers.
whatever I'm gonna turn into now. Go throw myself in the trash compactor.
Yeah, how do you do? Do you have to? You. Yeah, okay, that's the only way. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, Jacob, you're not getting away. I'm going to the bar and I'm drinking Leaf Lovers, and we're gonna watch you drink all 4.
I'm doing it. Well, I'm not technically. I'm not this. Oh shit.
All right, buddy. Them's the
Well,
rules.
Man,
Well,
I feel
up, Jacob.
hydrated.
Oh, yeah. Get another one going.
Oh, yeah.
Another one down the pipes,
Yeah.
baby. That's right. That's what we love to see.
Get my fill of chlorophyll.
Yeah, no, not quite yet. Not before the fourth one. There we go, baby.
Bustin' with flavor.
Talk about busting with flavor. Well, with that, I think it's just about time that we're going to have to wrap up ye old stream. But I think maybe Jacob's going to go, and if you find somebody on Twitch for a Twitch raid, if you are watching on Twitch, stay where you are. We're going to hop into another Twitch channel. Somebody's streaming DRG. Go in there, holler, make some noise. Tell them to buy Secondi's nuts. Tell them to rock and stone. If you're watching on YouTube, it's been a pleasure to have you with us. If you're just watching for the first time, well, baby, you are tuned into the GSG Dev Stream. And if you like what you see, good news, because we do it every Thursday and every Friday at 1 p.m. CEST right here on Twitch or YouTube. So if you aren't already, feel free to subscribe so you can join us another time. Because it's been a lot of fun to have your questions and your comments and your goofs and to hear how many bones we've broken and hear what you ate for lunch. So we'd love for you to join us another time here on Twitch or YouTube. And in the meantime, have a lovely rest of your day wherever you may be in this big, wide, beautiful world. And rock and freaking stone, you gorgeous dwarves.
Come on, guys.
Rock and stone.
Rock and stone.
Rock and stone, yeah.
Let's see those OTs in the chat.
Oh, geez, they're up, baby.
Rock and roll. Rock and stone. Stone and rock. Rock and stone.
Bye, Mark.
Mark's out.
Rock and stone, monkeys.
All right.
Yeah, rock and
See ya.
Rock and stone.
Rock stone.
Nice.